in this series of videos, I'm going to be showing you how to build these really cute, absolutely fantastic, fully functional iron farms, all in the style of a vehicle. They're all based around my tiny iron farm, and each one of them, with the exception of the school bus at the end, fits in an area of 4 blocks by 7. That's tiny. And each one of them will produce at least 350 iron ingots per hour, and they'll work 24/7. All you have to do is make sure that you don't put these within 20 blocks of another villager. They all use lava to kill the golems, because lava is the quickest way to do that. The lava will kill a golem within 12 seconds, which means even if the golem spawns at this end of the vehicle, he'll be dispatched within 15 seconds. The villagers inside will then call another golem within 30 seconds. So every 45 to 50 seconds you'll get a golem. Each golem will drop between 3 and 5 pieces of iron. So you can do the maths. These things work. So now I'll show you how to build them. Hey everybody, this is Frilioth and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to build this really cute, really tiny, fully functional iron farm in the shape of an ice cream van, affectionately known as the Iron Scream Van. To build this iron farm, you're going to need an area that is 4 blocks wide and 7 blocks deep. Yes, you heard me, 4 by 7 for a fully working iron farm. Amazing, I know. You are also going to have to build up at least 7 blocks, so take that into account when you're finding somewhere to build it. Everything you need to build it is in this chest, so pause the video if you need to. And now let's crack on and build it. Now to start with, we're going to put down the 4 wheels. So you want to put down a wheel there, you want to miss 2 spaces, put down a wheel there, and then miss 3 spaces, put a wheel there, 2 spaces, put a wheel there like that. And then you want to take out your quartz slab. If you don't have quartz slab, and you can use stone, you can use any slab you want actually, but I'm going to use quartz because it matches the main body of the Iron Scream Van. And then you want to cover the floor, the bottom of the vehicle, with the slabs. Like that. Now you want to take out your white concrete. If you wanted to, you could use quartz, but I'm going to use white concrete. And then you want to cover the floor of the vehicle with the white concrete. But you want to leave that one space there. That's the space where your zombie is going to stand. He's going to stand in here and drive the Iron Scream Van. So now you should have something that looks like that. Now take out your blue concrete, your light blue concrete, and you want to put a line of concrete down one side, and then across the front, and then back down the other side. And then jump inside and put another blob of concrete just there like that. So your zombie stands in here, he frightens your villagers, they call for a golem, golem appears, yada yada yada. Now you want to get into your zombie hole with a trapdoor, can be any trapdoor. You want to put a trapdoor there and open it. And then you want to put a trapdoor there and open it. That separates the zombie and the villager enough so the zombie can't hit the villager. Now grab your beds and you want to put 3 beds inside. So you want to get to the front of the vehicle looking backwards and you want to put a bed there. You need to make sure that the head of the bed is pointing towards the back of the Iron Scream Van. If the head of the bed is there like that, the zombie could quite easily, the villager could quite easily jump out into the hole with the zombie, and also the zombie is going to be able to hit him. Okay, so make sure that that single bed there has got its head facing to the back. And then you want to go to the back of the Iron Scream Van and you want to put 2 more beds in at the back facing the other way. Okay, so the heads of the bed are in the middle. Now grab your blue concrete again and you want to put 2 pieces of blue concrete there. And then you want to grab some white stained glass panes. I'm using white, but you can use any color you like. And you want to put 2 of those there like that. Then you want to miss a gap. And you want to put down another piece of blue concrete. And then you want to fill the front in with your windscreen. I'm using clear glass for this, but again, you can use any glass pane that you want. but I'm using clear so you can see through it. And then you want to do the same thing on the other side. So it's block of blue concrete, miss a gap, 2 panes of white glass, and then 2 pieces of blue concrete. So now you've got something that looks like that. Now it's time to put the roof on. So go around the back to start with and grab your chests, and you need to put a chest there and a chest there, making a double chest at the back. And then take out your hoppers, and you want to crouch and put 2 hoppers facing directly into those chests, and then crouch and put 2 hoppers facing into those 2 chests, making sure the nozzles are facing those chests. If they're pointing straight down or anywhere else, it won't work. And then crouch again. 2 more hoppers there like that. And then the same on the other side. Chests, hoppers like that. And then take out your blue light blue concrete and put a line of light blue concrete there, and there. And 2 blocks there like that. And then we want to stick in a couple of jack-o'-lanterns. This is going to provide light inside the iron screen van, so things can't spawn. These are spawnable spaces, and if it gets dark in here, things are going to spawn in here. They're going to kill your villagers, and the farm's going to break. So by using jack-o'-lanterns there, we're providing light inside so nothing spawns, and we're also making sure that the spawning spaces at the top are maintained. If you use glowstone or sea lanterns up here, iron golems can't spawn on glowstone or sea lanterns. So by using jack-o'-lanterns, you're not reducing the amount of spawning spaces at the top. And then whip out your light blue concrete again and just fill in the rest of the top like that. So now you should have something that looks like that. Now we need to add the killing area at the top of the iron screen van. So get yourself up on top, and along the front you want to put down 4 pieces of light blue concrete, and you're going to need to spawn proof these by putting some carpet over the front of them. If you don't, golems are going to spawn up here and it'll break, or zombies are going to spawn up here, or something's going to spawn up here. You need to make sure these aren't spawnable spaces. And then take out your diorite walls. I'm using diorite. You can use any wall you like, actually. Don't use wooden fences unless you use wooden fences from trees that are found in the nether. If you use oak or spruce or dark oak along the top here and fire ticks are turned on your server or on your single player world, the lava is going to set fire to the fences and the water's going to come out, the lava's going to come out, there's going to be tears. So use a wall, or as I say, use wood that you find in the nether. But what you want to do is put a wall all the way around the outside of the vehicle like that, and then at the back you want to fill this wall in another level like that, and then come down the side 2 more blocks, okay, and then do the same on the other side. 1, 2. So now you've got that. Now take out your signs. These can be any wooden sign because signs don't burn, they're not ignited by lava. And you want to put a sign there and a sign there, and then a sign on that wall and a sign on that wall there. That is going to hold your lava in, and that is going to be where your golems are killed when they flow down here, when they spawn. So now take out your buckets of lava and put your lava in like that. Now jump on your wall, and you want to take out your buckets of water and put a bucket of water there and a bucket of water just there. So now when your golems spawn here, they're going to get flushed down into the lava, and the drops are going to fall down into the hoppers. And the reason for having hoppers in the corner like this is that every so often the drops, the iron and the poppies, they don't fall straight down. They might fall off to the side, and if they fall off to the side and land on those blocks and they're not hoppers, then the next golem that comes along, his drops could fall down there. They'll group together, and you could finish up losing a lot of your drops just by not having hoppers all the way around. And in a few hours or so, you'll have more than enough iron to make as many hoppers as you want. So now you should have something that looks like that. It's nearly time to get your villagers in there. Before we do, we just want to do a little bit of decorating on the inside. So come to this side of the iron screen van that's got the trap door on, just there. You want to pop out that block there, Okay, and then we probably put down a temporary block there, and then jump inside, grab your light blue concrete, put a light blue piece of concrete there, like that. That's going to stop the zombie from seeing the villagers when they're on this safe block here. Anywhere else, the zombie's going to be able to see them, and it's going to frighten the villagers. But they need a safe block. They need an area where they can't be frightened by the zombie, and that block is here. Okay, if they're scared all the time, then they won't sleep, and they won't call for a golem. They need to have slept within the last Minecraft day to be able to summon a golem. And if they're continually frightened, they won't go to sleep, which is why you need this safe block here, like this. And then take out a clear piece of glass and put it over the top like that. Okay? And then whip out a tripwire hook, and you want to just put a tripwire hook just there like that. That is purely decoration. That is just because it looks like an ice cream dispenser when the villagers are stood here serving ice cream. So now you've done that, you need to wrangle yourself 3 villagers. Now, you can get those from nearby villages in boats, in minecarts. You can cure yourself a zombie villager if you want to. I'm not going to show you how to do that. But you need to get 3 villagers within the vicinity of the Iron Scream van. And you need to make sure that this is at least 64 blocks away from another village. That's excessive, but the further away, the better. You don't want the villagers somewhere else associating themselves with these beds, and you don't want the villagers around here being associated with other beds. The villagers that you're going to call around here need to sleep in these beds. So the next thing you need to do, as I say, is get yourself 3 villagers. Now, these guys don't need trades anymore. In 1.16.3, they no longer need a trade to be able to summon an iron golem. So you haven't got to worry about workstations anyway. So these guys now will associate themselves with those beds, and you just have to wait for it to get dark. So once it gets dark, those guys are going to jump inside, and they're going to jump into bed. Bless. Like that. And then once they're in there, you just need to block them in. Now, before you go and get a zombie, you need to make sure that the entire area around the Iron Scream van, or around any iron farm that you've got built, is spawn-proof to at least 7 blocks out. Unless you build this up in the air, if you build this 10 blocks off the ground, you won't need to spawn-proof anything. Okay, but if it's on the ground like this, you'll need to spawn-proof this area out to 7 blocks. Otherwise, golems are going to spawn outside, and that will break your farm. Now, you can spawn-proof it by using path blocks, or by using carpets, by bone mealing grass. There's all kinds of ways of spawn-proofing it. Too many for me to mention, but it does need to be spawn-proofed. Now it's all spawn-proofed around the edges, you need to get your zombie inside, and the zombie needs to go in there. It needs to go next to that trapdoor. So there are several ways, again, to get zombies or husks. Doesn't have to be a zombie or a drowned. Just something that will scare the villagers. I'm going to put one in there using a spawn egg. But obviously, this is probably the hardest part of making the iron farm, making any iron farm, is getting a hostile mob in there. But I'm going to use a spawn egg because I can. I'm afraid you guys are going to have a little bit more trouble. So we need to get a zombie in there like that, and immediately he's going to start frightening the villagers. And they're going to start yelling for a golem. And within 30 seconds, we should have our first golem. Now, if this guy isn't wearing any armor or carrying a weapon, there you go. We're going to have to name tag him, and it's probably a good practice anyway to name tag them, just in case their armor breaks, or for whatever reason. You don't want to be getting a zombie in there, going away, unloading the chunk, coming back, finding that he's despawned. So grab yourself a name tag. You can get them from fishing, you can find them in chests, you can buy them off villagers as well as a trade. Just name it on an anvil, and then name your zombie like that, and then stick the front of the Iron Scream van back on again. And he's going to continually frighten those guys when they're not on their safe block. The minute they're on their safe block, they feel fine, they're great, everybody's happy. But as soon as they walk away from it, then they panic, and that happens. So now you should have something that looks like that. Okay, now we just need to decorate it. Now this is entirely up to you guys. However you want to decorate the outside of this thing is entirely up to you. Obviously your choice, your van, depending on where you're building it, the surroundings, you know, all kinds of things you have to take into account. I'm just going to show you how I decorated the Iron Scream van. So to start with, grab your trapdoors, your oak trapdoors. You want to put a couple of trapdoors there like that as the grill, and then take out a couple of item frames there and there. Put a bit of glowstone in those. They're the headlights. And then above there, I'm going to put down a couple of signs. I'm going to use warped signs there. I like the color. Again, you can use anything you want. You don't have to have signs there if you don't want to. And then moving around to the side, you want to take out your levers and you want to put a lever there. And then on top of it, you want to put down a black piece of glass, a black pane. And that acts as a wing mirror. It looks like a wing mirror. And then do the same on the other side. There and there. And then going around the side a little bit further, I'm going to stick down some more signs under there. And then I'm going to take out my string and put 3 pieces of string across there. Across the front of the window. And on top of the string, I'm going to put down some carpet. Like that, like a little canopy. And then underneath the lever, I'm going to put down another item frame. And on that item frame, I'm going to put down an orange bed. And this is going to look like, hopefully, an indicator. Like that. And then you want to do the same on the other side. So item frame, orange bed, like that. 3 signs under the window. And then put string down in front of the window, in front of the hatch. And on top of that, put down your carpet. Now to finish it off, I'm going to use banners. And there are plenty of tutorials out there on how to make any banner you like, really, Ice Screamer banners. But I've got this one. So I'm going to put an Ice Cream banner there, and I'm going to put a normal banner just there, a blue banner there to hide the hopper. And then I'm going to stick another Ice Creamy banner just there. And then I'm going to put 2 Ice Creamy banners at the front, like that. And then another Ice Creamy banner there, an Ice Cream banner just there, and then a light blue banner there like that. Now we want to get round to the back, and you want to stick down 4 item frames along the bottom. These are going to be your lights, and for those we're going to use glass panes. So we're going to have a couple of red glass panes in the middle. They're your stop lights, and then some orange panes along the outside. They're your indicators. Again, you can use beds in there if you want to, or whatever you like. Entirely up to you. Then grab your blue banners again, your light blue banners, and just put blue banners there and there to hide the hoppers. And then lastly, take out your stone buttons and just pop out that bit of carpet there, and you want to put a couple of stone buttons in the middle of the tires, in the middle of the wheels, to make them look like hubcaps or whatever you want to call them. So now you should have something that looks just like that. And that's how you make a working iron farm in the shape of an ice cream van. If you have enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to leave it a like, and if you've really loved it, don't forget to subscribe for future tutorials. This is Frilioth, and I'm out of here.